Hey folks, so I'm gonna end this run early so that I can go over everything. So basically, just 'cause I want to be able to spend my coins. So I stopped spending coins when I hit this milestone. So it's basically this is a video of what my stats are now that I've been able to hit tier 12 for 4,500. I believe I did actually quit this run. I didn't leave it until I died. So I would have been able to go a bit further, but this is also a good point to just go over. This is also good enough to do 300 waves in tier 15 and over the 100, I believe it's 100 waves for card masteries. So this is also where you can be for card masteries. This is an eHP with a little bit of hybrid, and the reason I say a little bit of hybrid is because it does use chain lightning to help kill scatters. So I'm going to go over all my stats and then basically just give you an idea. I might try and do a tier 12 farming run now, but I think I'm a little bit off being able to do that, so we're not going to really do that just yet. I think I'm still tier 11. So first things first is, so my damage is at 5,500, damage per meter is 160. Everything is gold boxed otherwise in here other than 100 in super crit, and rend armor and rend armor, so chance and mult are both 0, but they're unlocked. That's why I say it's hybrid. There is a bit of damage investment, but it's just because of the way that I do it. But it's also a case of, like, that's not what's keeping me alive. It is definitely the health that's keeping me alive. So this is an eHP build. So health is 5,530. Regen is 5,700, and nothing in defense absolute. Everything else maxed except for landmine damage is at 150. Wall rebuild is at 200, and wall health is 1,110. For econ, my attack level skips is 270, and my health skips 200. So as you can see, I've invested more in attack level skips than I have health. And then everything else is gold boxed. Chain lightning's at 858 damage with 4 quantity and 14% chance. My death wave 75 4 times damage and 2 quantity and 2 minutes 10. And obviously that's important for the health gains. My chrono field is 40 seconds with 1 minute cooldown, so this is technically perma with the fact that I use G-Comp, which is why it's important, because the damage reduction from chrono field helps. Golden Tower is not important. Poison Swamp, a little bit of crowd control, but not important. Black Hole is permanent. I've just made it so that the cooldown's there, so I can perma without G-Comp, but I need to get perma chrono field as well, so that's not something to worry about right now. Enhancements, I've got basically 2 investments in damage, so as you can see, definitely not a damage build. My health is 47 levels, 46 levels in health regen, and wall health is 46 levels. Now here's an important one for this build specifically. So we've got cash at 41, not important, coins 18, cells 18, and free ups 8. The important one here is recovery package is 42, because recovery package 2 gives you max recovery, which is important for the health again. So the next thing after that is basically my cards. So the important ones here is obviously everything's rank 7, but health is mastery rank 1, which obviously gives you... So with this build without the masteries, I was able to get up, but just going over the fact that I've got the, again, rank 1, I can't afford to go past rank 1 of these. So they're the 2 masteries, free upgrades so that I can upgrade everything quickly, extra defense, always have enemy balance in for the extra cash, just so that you can max out the enemy health attack level skips quicker even. Plasma cannon, just so that you don't take as many thorn hits. Recovery package chance, yes, that is useful in a way. It's mainly just for the G-Comp. Wave skip, obviously, really helpful. Intro sprint gets a bit faster. These are just basically getting you through the run quicker. Landmine stun for a bit more CC. Second wind, just in case you die, so you last a bit longer. And obviously coins for recon. Then here's the important part. So level 124, level 126, and a level 125. So I am using an ancestral wormhole redirector for this, and that's just because I don't have an ancestral sharp fortitude. Then I've got ancestral health regen, thorn damage, and I believe my defense was actually only at 6% with this. And my G-Comp, obviously, this is still all mythic, so getting the enemy attack level skip up to mythic on here would be really helpful. But wasn't needed. The main thing that pushed this up to being able to be possible is my primordial collapse, with the fact that it's 80% damage reduction with perma black hole. And then got Spotlight Angle in here and Golden Tower. I am looking to try and get a bit on my on what it's called now. I'll get back to you. I'm trying to rush through this because I've got work in a moment. Chronofield, there we go. Because I want to try and get that perma with a little bit cheaper than if it's possible. So that's basically everything I've got there for that. And then a few of these have gone up a little bit, so my defense was a bit smaller. In fact, I'll enter the run just so that I can kind of show off what the stats are at the beginning of my run. Obviously, I pick up perks along the way. So my defense is 73.1, but it'll be in 72.9 at the time. And then obviously my health goes up. And then all these gold boxed. This will end up getting gold boxed, but it's Death Defies 30% chance. I don't worry about wall health because of obviously the build that I'm going down. It's just max out your health and your health regen, but typically you want to get enemy attack level skips maxed as soon as possible. Put all your money into that. And basically it'll just go and build from there and you'll survive. Make sure to turn off auto pick perks. I'll just end the round here just so I can go through a few things. So the perks that I used, obviously it's like take it for granted, but it's max health. That's one of the most important ones. And health regen. I did put my damage on when it came up because obviously the damage is going to help with those scatters and bounce shot as well for the more chain lightning procs, just to get rid of those scatters. Free upgrade chance. Get that whenever that comes up because it is a case of it'll get your enemy attack level skips maxed quicker. Defense percent, again, really important one. Perk wave requirement whenever that comes up. And then the do not pick this one up. This will make your run end sooner. But also get black hole duration if you're not at perma without it as soon as it comes up. Get one wave on death wave as soon as it comes up because that is going to push you up to have the more health straight away. Do pick this up because yes, you do less damage, but they do less damage, so with it being an eHP build, you'll last for longer. And that's basically it. That's how I got to 4,500. One thing that I did forget to mention, which I just thought of now, so I'll quickly go over it, is Relics. So as you can see here, it has a case of, I do have 35% health bonus from here, 14% health regen, and 4 thorn damage bonus from here as well. I do have 10% ancestral thorns as well, so that's 14% coming from not in game, so that will put me at 113. I do have 7% knockback force, which kind of helps, and orb speed of 17%. And free utility obviously is 2%, which is obviously important because that helps get your enemy attack level skips up. I do have a 2% bonus on my 10 enemy attack level skips here. And then one other thing that I forgot to mention, which really helped with this, is my flame bot. So I've pushed into flame bot. It was at 30 seconds cooldown at the time. I am pushing the lab at the moment, and I'm going to bring it down a bit. So it's got a 23% damage reduction, and it goes off almost all the time now. And it is a case of it's got a range of 36 meters. So that's everything for that build for doing tier 12. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.